What's really crazy to me is how much people honestly hate the truth. I made a video and how if you want someone to protect you, you're going to have to listen to them and try to avoid being in dangerous situations. And because you guys didn't like what I said, I received death threats. People wish that someone would bust my car window and pistol whip me. People wish that some people or that they themselves could find me and hit me with a brick. All these young girls that are out here that are still wet behind the ears but are aging like milk and bananas calling me old. I'm not expecting y'all to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that, because I know y'all don't care. But I'm going to say what I want regardless, because I don't receive my self-worth and validation based on what people say about me online. I proudly grew up in a time before all of that.
I don't normally do this, but it is important we take an exclusive look into what is going on. This lady you just saw is coming under attack on social media for giving out good advice to women. I went through her TikTok account to actually see the kind of video she's putting out, sometimes excellent, telling women they need protection. She mentioned a lot of these things in that video. It triggered a lot of women, and they are doing thousands of videos, coming after her. She is even receiving threat like never before. I don't know if you have seen this. I will play it so you can see exactly what is happening. But before I do, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, why not share this clip?
People wish that some people or that they themselves could find me and hit me with a brick. All these young girls that are out here that are still wet behind the ears but are aging like milk and bananas calling me old. I'm not expecting y'all to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that, because I know y'all don't care. But I'm going to say what I want regardless, because I don't receive my self-worth and validation based on what people say about me online. I proudly grew up in a time before all of that, and my self-worth and validation is based on my principles and my character. Some of y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. So I'll say this again, for the people that have sense, preventative protection is the best kind of protection. For every other crime that exists, we understand that preventative measures is the best way to avoid said crimes. If I don't want my car broken into or stolen or vandalized, I'm not going to leave it unlocked with valuable things in my car. I know people personally who have gotten their car broken into several times. I've never gotten my car broken into, knock on wood. If I don't want to get robbed, I'm not going to go to the ATM late at night by myself, because that is not a wise decision to make. And you guys can say, well, that still doesn't stop people from getting robbed or their car getting stolen or whatever, but it greatly minimizes the risk. You feel me? Same thing when it comes to condoms and birth control. Condoms and birth control are not 100% effective, but it significantly minimizes the risk of you getting an STD or you getting pregnant. In addition to taking preventative measures by not being in dangerous places by yourself, actually listening to the men that tell you to take preventative measures is another way that will help to ensure your safety as a woman in this world. And to the ladies who have never had a man love them enough to try to prevent something bad from happening to them, you honestly have my sincere condolences. And to those of you who say, why don't you just tell men to stop abusing women? Why don't we hold them accountable? If telling someone to stop being an abuser, a thief, or a murderer worked, then the prisons, we wouldn't have a need for prisons. None of that would exist. So excuse me for living in the real world. I'm a very proactive kind of person. We can't change what happened in the past or things that have already happened to women, but we could help minimize the risk of those things happening in the future.
After watching this video, I want you to know where she went wrong. All the things she said that triggered people. She simply spoke the truth, and women are not happy. Some women are not happy when she said this. It is crazy that we are living in a world where some people will actually see truth and they will not accept. We might have a different perception to life, or based on what we have gone through, it doesn't mean there is no truth on some of these issues. She has outlined just what should be done or what is going on, but people can't accept it. There is this lady reacting to this video. I want to play her version so you can get exactly what she said here. You will just realize some of these girls are insane. Take a look at this. Yes, what I realized watching reactions partaking to this video is just the fact that they wanted this girl to make it like the man is a problem. She made it clear like this is the issue. We should face it. A man should not raise his hand to beat a woman. Some say she's bringing back things that were being taught when they were 2 years old, which is not how I want people to look at this video. I might be saying this and maybe offending some people, but it is just the truth. I'm aligned with this video because some things she said align with my values. Raising your hand on a woman is bad, and I condemn these reasons. I agree with her. Now, going into other points where she outlined, there is nothing actually that she said on this video I can disagree.
No man should put his hands on a woman. We desire protection, but sometimes what we don't understand is that true protection comes with a level of control. Bodyguards are a good example. A bodyguard will make their client leave from a dangerous place. The bodyguard has to know all the details: who, what, when, where, why, and how. And the client has to listen to the bodyguard and follow the instruction that the bodyguard gives them. It's really an agreement between all parties involved. When the person who needs protecting does not follow the instruction and the direction of the protector, it puts the protector in a situation where they're more likely to lose their life. I have 4 brothers and a father, and I listen to their instruction even when they're not around. They have told me to stay away from certain places if I'm by myself or if it's late at night. They've also advised me not to be drunk or high in certain situations. Even though my brothers, my dad, and the men in my life protect me, I in turn protect them by listening to them and following their instructions.
Yes, this is the initial video she posted receiving backlash for saying this. I don't get the point why women are offended by this. If you are married, I believe there is a time your man will tell you, please stay at home. It is not good to go out and come back at night. That is a good advice the person is giving you for your safety. It is not good for you to do this. It is now left to you. If you decide to go ahead, but knows he spoke the truth, that is not a bad thing. Drinking alcohol is not good, or smoking is not good. These are good advice. When somebody tells you, taking such advice, I don't see where the problem is coming from. I really want to know your opinion, but taken through this video, it is important. Sometimes when I see videos like this, it is just for me to learn. When we share ideas, you can drop under the comment sections. Let me know what you think.